Okay.
Hi everyone. Who here knows what dual immersion is? Just one person. Um, who did you know that in some states or communities, the speaking the people that speak Spanish is often more than those that speak English in a lot of communities. When I used to live in the city of Bellflower, like at the beginning of the year, I enrolled my daughter in an elementary called Washington Elementary, and they were offering that program. And eventually, they told me there was a wait list. I did not know. But my daughter got in, and the first week I was like, okay, I will always wake up late and take her late. But then one day I noticed that there was a little African American girl with her father, and I'm like, what? And then well, at the end of the day, the teacher walks out the students and she tells the students hasta mañana, and my daughter she would never say hasta mañana, or she'll just go like, oh, like okay. And but this little child, her when she will tell her hasta mañana, she will actually tell her hasta mañana maestra. And I was kind of shocked because come on, she only speaks English at home, but apparently her parents are pushing her to learn a second language. And I was kind of shocked because my daughter, she's very shy, so if she was better than my daughter. So I will be speaking about what dual immersion is, the pros and the cons of dual immersion, and eventually, well, education is very important, and dual immersion is a different type of program that schools offers to students. Not in every school, but it's beneficial for some students, but it does have its disadvantages. What is dual immersion? Dual immersion is a way of teaching according to a different way of teaching according to educationcorner.org 2017. Dual immersion is a different way of teaching students, especially those students that come from different countries, like Mexico or Latin America, and they come to this country and they don't know English, and eventually they just push them into a classroom where they would only push English to them. The teacher will only speak English to them. But this program helps them because they're gonna learn even more Spanish, but English at the same time with other students. They want to learn Spanish. There are different teaching methods. There's the 90-10 method, which is 90% Spanish in the classroom, but just 10% of English in the classroom, just in case for those students that are barely learning Spanish. And there's also the 50-50 program. That's a program where it's 50 Spanish spoken in the classroom and also 50% English spoken in the classroom. According to the Post Bulletin 2015, some teachers they prefer the 50-50 method just so the students learn the basic of Spanish, and that would push them to learn the basic of English as phonics and all that information. This helps the minority students learn English and achieve academically in the classrooms as they go into first grade, second grade until fifth grade. The pros of dual immersion appears to be the most effective way of teaching teaching students whose dominant language is English. According to Occupy Theory 2015, this learning a second language pushes students to learn a third language as they develop the second language, and one day this will be necessary for them, and it leads to a more well-rounded child. The concept of dual immersion, according to Multilingual Children Association 2004. Some parents do have to pay for students to learn a second language in some schools, not in all of the schools. For example, here in Long Beach, I know there's like maybe 2 or 3 schools that do offer this program already in their school, and it's free. You just have to apply soon to get into the waiting. Eventually, there is a waiting list. And for example, the school where my daughter's going to attend to this fall, it's called Lafayette Elementary, and there is a waiting list, and they only accept 60 students in that program. And when I applied, I didn't know there was a waiting list. I didn't think it was that popular here. And so I'm basically like around the 50th in the waiting list, so I'm hoping she gets in and I don't have to wait. But the cons of some of the cons would be the lack of qualified teachers. Some parents think that some of the teachers are not prepared to teach dual immersion program, so they might not enroll their child into that program. And some students do not respond well to learning a second language, which means it might be difficult. But I think that's because maybe the parent is not helping them develop that second language they are learning. So now that I have talked about dual immersion, what is dual immersion, the pros and the cons of dual immersion? I think this program is very beneficial if you want your child to learn a second language. For me, it is important because I want my daughter to learn Spanish, not just English. If you want additional information, you can go to California Department of Education, cde.ca.gov, and it will give you a lot of information of how this program works and how it's offered in different schools. And dual language schools in California, duallanguageschools.org. This website gives you a list of all the schools that offer this program at different schools. I know that here in Long Beach there's like a couple, and it also offers you in other states where this program is also offered.